Yes, welcome RoyDrive viewers. This session is going to be about how to put fuel in your car. So here I have this display of the dashboard and your fuel gauge, which is located just below your speedometer. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and like the videos so we can create more content for you. Looking at this fuel gauge here, you might notice in this case we have about almost half a tank of fuel. And what we're trying to resolve here really is how to open your fuel tank, or open your fuel door, how many miles per gallon you can get, given how many miles per gallon your car gives you. If you look at this gauge here closer, my digital display, if I can get it to show, we're getting about 20.4 miles per gallon. And this car that we're driving here, it gets about a capacity of about 16-gallon tank. So 16 gallons and we're getting 20.4 miles per gallon. How far can we drive before we're out of fuel? Let's do a calculation. So I'm going to take up my calculator here and give you an idea how to calculate this. So here's our calculator here, and this car gets 20.4 miles per gallon times a 16-gallon tank, and that will give me 326.4 miles before it's empty. If, however, the car gets 30 miles per gallon, 30 times 16-gallon tank, and that will equal, so a full tank, if I'm getting 30 miles per gallon, will give me 480 miles before my tank is empty. Now, another issue is when you go to the gas station, at which side of the car does your car open? In other words, the fuel tank, what side is it located on to open the fuel door? Now, if you look closely here at the display I'm showing you, on the little pump for the gas, there's an arrow pointing to the left. If the arrow points left, you stop at the left side of the car next to the pump. If the arrow points right, you stop at the right side of the car next to the pump. Hope you can see that clearly, referring to this little symbol right there. Now, to open your fuel door, it's located under the dashboard, so let's show you that. So down here is our opening for our fuel door. It's located here. Just have to pull this and it will open the fuel door on the left side of the car. If you don't see a fuel release knob there, it's located on the floor somewhere down here on the running board. In this area you'll see the same lever to open your fuel door. I'm going to go in the back and show you that it's open, so let's take a walk. So here's our fuel door. If you don't have a lever to open your fuel door, just push the door and it will open. Here you have your fuel cap. To open it, you turn left to loosen. You can hang it up or you can let it drop down as such. And when you put it back on, you turn it right to tighten. So you put it in, and when it's tight, it will click. Your clicking sound, that means closed. Now from here, we're going to go and get some gasoline. So stand by and I'll show you how it's done. Okay, here we are. I'm going to get some gasoline and I'm going to go inside and pay them some money and come back and pump some fuel and show you how it's done. So let's go and pay. Okay, so we have paid for the gas and here we are. We're going to pump some fuel. So when you come to pump the gas, it's going to open our gas tank here. It's going to be left to loosen, turn left to loosen, and right to tighten. You can hang it up here or you can let it drop down. Choose your gasoline. You have regular, premium, or super, cheaper, more expensive, most expensive, and here are your prices. Grab your pump. Head first, and then choose which one you want. Regular, premium, super. In this case, I'm going to choose regular, this button. It becomes green. And lift up on the handle, and it begins to pump. If you look at the pump, you can see the numbers rolling by. I'm getting $20 gas. And that should be about 5 gallons for $20 fuel. Now when you come to get your gas, you should turn your engine off, and also no smoking is allowed. If you're not sure, you can read the pump instructions. Here's a look. You can also choose to use a credit card. If you use a credit card slot, if you use your credit card and it fails 3 times, the credit card will be locked. So please get your zip code correctly done, which is entered here. And we have 6 gallons of gas. And it starts. And take the pump handle out. When you put it in, it's going to be head first, put the nose first in, and then put the cradle down, like so. And that is it, that's complete. To close your gas, put the cap in, turn right to tighten, it should click when it's tight. You hear the click, it's closed, and that's it, we are done. For the bonus round. So, what kind of fuel should you put in your car? Basically, you have about 5 different fuels: regular, premium, super, diesel, and E85. Now, the best thing you can do for yourself before you fuel your car up is to check your owner's manual, and it tells you exactly what to put in your car. And keep in mind also that fuel is a matter of not just the engine running efficiently in terms of octane, but also for the environment. In other words, the catalytic converter in your car helps to keep pollutants from entering the environment or entering the air that you breathe, so that we can actually live without having all these fumes. Now, for example, here's your owner's manual, and the best way to find out which fuel to use is to simply open it up and check. For example, in this one here, it says recommended fuels, lubricants, and capacities. And it gives you exactly what you need in terms of what type of fuel you need to use. In this case, it recommends 87 octane, but you can try as much as 91 octane fuel. Another way of thinking of fuel is basically that fuel is food for cars. So food for you, basically you can eat anything you want, but usually people have a general idea what they like to eat. Cars only have, essentially, as I said before, on the menu would be regular, premium, super, which is 87 octane, 89 octane, 91 or 93 octane fuels. Diesel is for a different type of engine, and if you had one of those, you would already know. And 85 E85 is also for a different type of engine, which cannot go into a gasoline a car because it caused damage to the converter and damage to your engine. So the best thing to do always is just check your owner's manual.